Because if you come from any other nation outside of the nation of Israel, you're not going to be delivered. All right, you're going to be bathed in America in that lake of fire. All right, so that's the reason why the Spirit right now has us going through certain breakdowns, especially on the tribes and other breakdowns that we have to go over, just so that you brothers can know that we're not making this stuff up, that this stuff is in the scriptures, and so that you can have the breakdown for yourself. You know, like the scriptures say, let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. So once this is taught, if it's meant for you to get it, you're going to get it. If it's not meant for you to get it, you're not going to get it. No matter how much studying you do and how much research and looking up you do, you're not going to get it. You know, because when the Lord came to the 12 disciples, all he did was tell them, look, put down what you're doing and follow me. They didn't come to him, well, Lord, can you tell me why we got to follow you? You know, can you show me a scripture in the Bible that says that I have to follow you? They just followed the Lord. All right. And when they followed the Lord, eventually the Spirit of the Lord opened up their mind to understand why they were doing it. All right. But it was a faith thing. It was a thing of faith, which a lot of them guys out there don't have. That's why they want tangible things. They want proof of this and a proof of that. And a proof. You're not going to get but so much proof. All right. That's why Paul said that we prophesy in part, for we know in part. But the things that we know right now is the things that are being revealed by the Lord to give to you so that you can be sealed when that time comes.
Yeah, so we just found it. I'm going to give it right to the brother.
Yeah, we're in Wikipedia, Mardi Gras, which means Great Tuesday. The terms Mardi Gras season and carnival season in English refers to events of the carnival celebrations beginning on or after Epiphany and ending on the day before Ash Wednesday. Mardi Gras is French for Fat Tuesday. In ethnic English tradition, Shrove Tuesday, referring to the practice of the last night of eating richer, fatty foods before the ritual fasting of the Lenten season, which started on Ash Wednesday. Related popular practices were associated with celebrations before the fasting and religious obligations associated with the penitential season of Lent. Popular practices included wearing masks and costumes, overturning social conventions, dancing, sports, competitions, parades. Similar expressions to Mardi Gras appear in other European languages sharing the Christian tradition. In English, the day is called Shrove Tuesday, associated with the religious requirement for confession before Lent begins.
Now that's talking about, right, now that's talking about the Mardi Gras or the Carnival in Brazil. That's the most famous Mardi Gras, and that's where the Mardi Gras in New Orleans, they got that from the Brazilians. They have the parades, the different dance groups, and you have people from all over the world that go over there to that celebration. Now, if you want to get a piece of poontang, man, them women were open because they didn't give a damn about their morals, and then it's said that they're gonna eat fatty foods, rich foods, which are associated with what the king eats. When you read in Daniel, I believe it's Daniel the 2nd chapter, about the king's meat, the king's food. So that's what they did, because the next day, that Tuesday, the next day after that was Ash Wednesday or Lent. So they got in their debauchery, the night, that last night before Lent, when they can get serious. So the part where it says they shall yield royal dainties, dainties means good food, tasty food that the king would eat. Rich food. That's what it's talking about. All right, you got some more on that?
I had a couple of observations. Number one, the word carnival, when you look it up, it's from the Latin. That's where you get the word carnivore, which means meat. All right? And that's what you... Yep, just like Elder Yep, the kings eat a lot of meat, and then it gives you the reference in the book of Daniel. And then another observation is you'll see the picture. There's this guy from head to toe. He's in the color of green. Now, we all know we did that show on dealing with the tribe of Levi. They celebrated carnival there, and it was the Feast of Bacchus. And Bacchus is another name for the devil. Now, another name for the devil is the green one. So this guy, you know, when you see, he's all dressed from head to toe in green. And another name for the devil is the green one.
Okay, you got something out? All right, now let's go from there to Deuteronomy 33, verses 24 to 29.
Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 24. And of Asher he said,
which are the Brazilians. Go ahead.
It says, let Asher be blessed with children, let him be acceptable to his brethren, and let him dip his foot in oil.
Yeah, because you have a lot of, besides the bread, which is what you get from wheat, besides the corn, you have a lot of oil. There was a couple of news programs a couple years back where they said that they found oil down there. So there's a lot of, they're rich in mineral resources like oil, wheat, corn, and so forth. Go ahead.
Thy shoes shall be iron and brass.
Yeah, mineral resources, all right, under your feet. That's what it means. Go ahead.
And as thy days, so shall thy strength be.
And as thy days, so shall thy strength be. They live a good, they eat healthy, man. It's healthy down there. The air is fresh, even though you have poor sections down there. You got a lot of people from other Europe and so forth that go down there and they decide to live down there. Now, read that part again about thy days.
It says, and as thy days, so shall thy strength be.
And they're known for their strength. Key point, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, MMA, the UFC. Who made that famous, that whole concept famous? It was a Brazilian family called the Gracies. And in reality, they're not even Brazilian, they're Scottish, which means that they're from the tribe of Judah. So it's Judites that introduced Brazil to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and mixed martial arts. And they still busting people's ass, man. Most of them title holders in the UFC are Brazilian. When them Brazilians come, they just, man, they get into boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which they born doing that. So Esau figure he gonna take all them titles, but them Brazilians are making a comeback and they taking them titles, man. And most of them guys in the UFC, them Edomites, they take trips down to Brazil to learn from them schools down there, to learn how to fight mixed martial arts.